I think Valentine's Day, the big lovers holiday, everyone always tells Ashley and I that, oh, you're the perfect couple, and how did you guys meet? So I was talking to Ashley about, hey, why don't we sit down and actually tell our love story, how we got where we're at today. So I'll let you take it away.
Okay. So we met going on 4 years ago at a Brantley Gilbert concert because my best friend won a VIP kind of experience, and she's a massive Brantley Gilbert fan.
Yep.
And so you kind of just put us where we needed to be and stuff like that.
The station liaison that kind of made sure y'all were where you needed to go because you went through our station.
Right.
She went through our station. So.
And so that's where we met.
Yeah.
It was a few months after that we actually started talking. I say he reached out to me and got my number, but for some reason he remembers it differently.
Well, I reached out to you through Twitter or something like that, and then eventually you had to coerce me into getting your number because I was too shy to ask for it.
Very. I don't understand because you're not shy at all, but you were terrified to ask me for my number.
First of many times. And
I feel like I just came up with a stupid excuse, and I was like, hey, these Twitter messages aren't coming to my phone, so how about you just take my number and text me?
Yeah. So we dated. I mean, you were a single mom. I was a new guy in the area. I mean, I still was, a year here at the most?
Not even, but yeah.
Yeah, so it was still new to me in this area. So, and you had never been with anybody that was in the media or busy like I was.
Right.
I know that was a big adjustment at first. It was like, well, why are you working until 7 o'clock at night? Well, that's my job. But it was a fun day in the beginning because, I mean, we both were huge music fans, so it worked out great. Went to a lot of concerts together.
Yeah.
Our first date was a Tim McGraw concert.
Yep.
Yep. And then Blake Shelton, I think, was next, if I remember correctly. Maybe. I can't remember. Florida Georgia Line. Remember? We did Tim McGraw that weekend.
Right, yes, same weekend.
And we said we were going to keep it kind of down low, but it kind of started really falling for each other pretty fast.
At Florida Georgia Line, you were like, I'm not going to tell anyone that you're my girlfriend. And 5 seconds into meeting the first person, you were like, oh, hey, this is my girlfriend.
It came out.
And I was like, wait, what?
I guess that means
we're official now?
I guess that means I liked you. That's good,
Probably,
right?
Yeah.
So we dated, and then about a year after dating, we moved in with each other.
Yeah.
So maybe a year and a half, a little bit more than that. My lease on my apartment was up, and we're like, there's no reason to be getting another apartment, so I moved in with you.
Yeah.
And we lived at your dad's house because he was out of the country, so we had his house for a while.
Mm-hmm.
And then it was fall of, 2015, right?
That we got engaged?
Yep, we got engaged. Do you want to tell me the quick story of how we got engaged?
I remember that I was just really sick.
She was really sick.
The entire week. I mean, absolutely miserable.
Yeah.
And it was a Friday, and you told me that we had this big fancy work event for your work, and it actually was going on.
Yep, it was Euphoria in downtown Greenville.
It was very, I wasn't just gullible, like it actually could have been that. And you had me get dressed up and all this stuff, and I was feeling horrible. We went to dinner in downtown Greenville. I just remember basically sweating the entire time, not because I was nervous, but because I was extremely sick.
I was the one sweating because I was nervous.
And you had a photographer taking pictures of us while we were eating, which was crazy to look back on. I had no idea. And I'm not easy for you to pull things off. I don't think so.
Kind of, anyway.
Maybe I don't really check my surroundings. I probably should a little bit more. And then you took me to a rooftop overlooking Greenville.
Yep.
In the local baseball team's field, and proposed and had all my friends and family there.
And who brought you the ring?
Maddox.
Yep, remember that.
And I remember walking out and it being like nothing like you said, the party that we had to go to was on the rooftop, and we walked out the door and I was like, there's no one here. And then I remember it's in the video. I looked at you and I was like, I think we're in the wrong spot. And then all of a sudden flashes go off in my face, and bam, it just happened.
And it was different for me dating you. I mean, I had dated obviously people beforehand, and I never really put
Wait, no, you didn't.
Oh, yeah. By the way, according to Ashley, I had no life before her at all. But I never put them first at all, like no one. But you, there was something different. I put you first before my job. I mean, I wanted to make sure I was done early as I could, so I got home to you and Maddox. And, of course, Maddox brought a whole new element in the relationship that I never knew about.
I remember when we first started dating, you wouldn't come around if Maddox was with me, which was most of the time. And if Maddox was around, he was already in bed.
Yeah.
You didn't meet Maddox for a while, but you would get off of work. You'd bring me food, of course, and diapers.
Yeah.
Like, you just showed up with diapers. I could mention it in the middle of the day, like, hey, I have to go to the store tomorrow. I need some diapers. You would bring them that day. And for a kid that you hadn't even met yet, it was crazy.
I just knew how much he meant to you. And, that's, I mean, it's, I really think getting to know Maddox, later in the relationship allowed you and I to get to know each other first. And then introduced Maddox, and it was kind of an easy fit at that point. Yeah. I think Maddox realized right when I met him that, okay, I was good for you. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, he didn't have to try to figure me out and figure us out. We knew how we were at that point. So.
Yeah. And not to mention he's just perfect. So kind of easy.
So while we were been dating, we went on 2 cruises. We went one to Key West and
Cozumel, and then the Bahamas.
The Bahamas. Was that on the same trip?
No. 2 different ones.
I was gonna say, we found out that Ashley can't have the Bahama fruity drinks on the cruise ship.
I think it was called the Cruiser.
The Cruiser?
No.
Bottle of orange juice in it?
I could, but you just kept ordering them, and I don't handle orange juice.
What's his name? Kept bringing them, okay?
I wish we could remember his name.
Yeah, we should.
He was fun. Yeah, I mean, you were calling it nonstop. How did you forget? I don't know. But I think it was the last day of that cruise. That's actually the last cruise we went on.
Yeah.
It was the last day.
It was the day at sea. We wanted
and
to really
I
enjoy
told
it.
you, I said, let's get out by the pool so we can have a seat right in front of the pool, because when it gets hot, I want to get in the pool.
Yeah.
And we got out there at 10 o'clock. And by 11 o'clock, I don't remember it.
Yeah, no, I had to carry you back to our room.
Yeah, and I feel like I remember you telling me that we ran into the people that we eat dinner with.
We did, yep.
And I was talking to them, but I don't remember it. I remember waking up later that evening saying, I really need some food. We tried to go get pizza.
Just a shocker. You went summoning food. Yeah.
Gosh. We went to try and get pizza, and the line was so long. And that pizza's worth the line. So we waited, and then we were next in line, and I was like, nope, we gotta go. And we just took off running back to the room. And I don't think I moved until the next morning when we got off the ship.
That was about a month or 2 before we got engaged, because everyone thought we were going to get engaged on the cruise ship.
That's right.
Everyone was like, oh, there's no ring.
Remember I posted that picture, one of our, the pictures that we take on the cruise, and they were like, is that a ring on your finger? And I was like,
slow down,
nope,
people.
Those are stackable rings. It's kind of in.
And what was funny is I had already ordered the ring. I had to pay for it when we got back from the cruise. Remember?
Oh,
you went to get your nails done with your sister, and I was like,
and you took Maddox.
I was like, me and Maddox want to go look at getting a lift kit on my truck. We'll be back in a little bit. And I went and paid for the ring. Yeah. Then trying to tell, he was 2 or 3 at the time, don't tell Mommy we went to a jewelry store. That was fun.
That's funny, because I'm surprised he tells me everything.
Yeah. What else while we've been dating? I mean, tons of concerts. Lots of concerts.
Tons.
You got to meet Taylor Swift before we got married, right? Or were we married?
We were engaged. Remember we invited her to the wedding?
Oh, that's right.
Well, you invited her. I couldn't speak.
We went to see Taylor twice. Saw her in Charlotte
and Atlanta.
Tour, and then Atlanta on the 89 tour.
Which makes it probably the 10th time that I've seen her.
Yep. Your 25th birthday party, remember that?
Taylor Swift themed.
Yep, that was right before the Charlotte show.
Yes, the day before.
See, I'm good at surprising.
Remember, because the Charlotte show was my birthday.
Yeah.
And I cried because I tried to get tickets when they went on sale.
And they sold out.
The pre-sale. And my computer kept freezing. And you were at a remote or something. You were working. And I called you freaking out, and you were trying to do it too. Yeah. And it just kept freezing, and I cried because I was like, that would have been the most perfect birthday.
Oh, yeah.
Little do I know that you did it.
Yeah. But I think what worked with you and I is, I don't think we literally hit anything. We were just straight up and honest with each other about everything. From, how we felt to, hey, you're annoying the crap out of me, leave me alone. We honestly just have been open with each other. That's what works.
Yeah, well, I mean, from my perspective, being a single mom, there's no room to hide anything, I guess. And, coming from where I came from, I knew exactly what I wanted and what I didn't want.
Yeah.
And I felt like having that time frame by myself really gave me the power to stand my ground.
Yeah.
Because I feel like I stand my ground with you so much more than I've ever stood my ground before.
Without a doubt. I can't do anything. You're
welcome. And you know, you joke around and say that I'm mean, or people say that I'm mean to you and all this stuff, but hush. But I feel like you appreciate me because of how strong and independent and firm I am in my beliefs.
Yeah, and I think for me, I think you appreciate my motivation on pretty much anything I'm focused on.
Sometimes a little too much motivated.
Well, yeah, but still work.
You call me about 2:30 every day, like, oh my gosh, I've done this and this and this, and I have this idea. Or you call me 6 times a day with different ideas, and don't you get mad because I'm always like...
She hates every idea. I don't run my ideas anymore.
He'll spit out an idea, and he'll know if it's a good one immediately or if it's not.
They're all good. It's just whether it's actually good.
Because if it's not good, I just look at him like this.
She looks at me like that a lot of the time. But let's fast forward. So we got engaged, and we planned the date for June 25th, 2016.
Yep.
We wanted an October wedding, but with my work, it's right in the middle of ratings. We couldn't do that. We didn't want to, have to get married and get right back to work. So we got the wedding planned in like a month, didn't we? I mean, we literally had everything done.
We knocked it out fast. I think we got engaged on a Friday.
Yep. That's right.
You immediately went out of town.
I had with my Atlanta station.
Yeah, immediately went out of town. So then the following weekend, me and 2 of my best friends went and found my wedding dress and bought it on the spot. Actually, I found it online. My friend Brittany called every bridal store within a day trip driving distance that had it in stock, so I could go try it on, because I just knew from seeing the picture, I knew that that's the dress that I wanted.
Yep. So the wedding day was great. We had all our family. Well, the night before was great. We had our rehearsal dinner at Commerce Club.
Oh yeah, again.
Yeah, and in the midst of this rehearsal, what did I say?
Rehearsal dinner.
Yeah, but in the midst of this, we'd moved to a place in Greenville, which was like an apartment, but it was our own little house cottage thing. It was amazing.
Yes, it was like an apartment, like complex neighborhood.
Yeah.
But we had our own house.
Yeah, so we did the rehearsal dinner after the rehearsal there at our house. So it was kind of cool being able to like do it. Well, we did it at the clubhouse, but it was still at our house. So we got to like have our friends come back to our house, stuff like that. And the day of the wedding, I mean, it was nuts. I don't know about it for you. It was nuts for me. Like,
well, I woke up at 5 a.m. and I was not planning on it. 5 a.m. sick as a dog. My stomach was tore up, but it was like, obviously happy nerves, but it was like straight up nerves. It felt like knives were piercing in my stomach. I remember calling my mom and then talked to her for a little bit, and then I called my dad. And I have a lot of family from out of state, and so we all met in downtown Greenville, and we went to breakfast, and I came back, and at that time it was time to start getting ready, and I felt so much better. But it was just nice to have my mom and dad there to, calm my nerves and make me feel a little bit better.
My brother had rented a room in an adjoining hotel from the venue there, so all the guys were there eating pizza, watching TV. Like, we were chill once I got to there. I was fine. It was cool getting to have Maddox come with me for the pictures, and I got him like a little watch to say, thanks for standing there with me, because he was standing out there with me with us. You got me an awesome Eagles jersey that has our last name on it.
And the wedding date.
And the wedding date, which actually she wore all season long, because you wore it one game, we won, and I wasn't changing it.
And let's be honest, it was the only thing that would fit my twin Prego belly.
True. And then I got you a watch.
A watch.
And then a Bible. Yep. So, but the wedding went off without a hitch. I mean, everything went the way it should have. I don't think of anything that went wrong during the wedding.
Yep.
The rehearsal was fun, a lot of wine, a lot of beer.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. And then our groomsmen had got us a horse and carriage to leave. We didn't know about that. Remember, we didn't know how we were getting away from the hotel.
Oh, right.
Or from the venue.
Well, I've honestly never even thought about it.
Yeah.
So.
And so then it was cool getting to ride through downtown Greenville with everyone cheering for us, which
yes,
was awesome.
That was really cool. I remember that.
Honeymoon was in Ocho Rios, Jamaica. Sandals. That was amazing. Had a butler suite. We didn't lift a finger the entire time.
No, we didn't. We played Snake on that little butler phone.
Butler phone, yeah.
So they give you this phone that you can call your butler and, ask for pizza or ask for a cheeseburger or say, hey, I want to go to the beach or I want to go to the pool, and they'll reserve your spot. And it's like that little Nokia phone. You remember that, like your parents had when you were in elementary school. And we played Snake the entire time and watched 48 Hours.
48 Hours, yeah. It was a great honeymoon.
And slept a lot.
It was relaxing. We had fun. Had our own pool.
Oh,
so,
yeah. Own hot tub,
jacuzzi.
outdoor shower.
Yeah.
It was so nice.
It was awesome. And then we came back and we started building a house in like a month when we got back here. We knew we wanted a family home. We didn't have a family home that was ours yet. So we moved back in with your dad for 3 months, built our house, moved in here. And 3 months later, we got pregnant?
Yep.
We didn't waste any time, that's for sure.
No, it was less than 3 months.
Was it?
We moved in here at the end of January of 2017. And
it was March. So
we were pregnant in March.
Yep. And little did we know we had twins.
Little did we know. I still remember that ultrasound like it was yesterday.
Yeah, I do too.
I knew from being pregnant with Maddox what an ultrasound, like a pregnancy ultrasound, looks like.
And I had no idea what they looked like at all.
Right, and we have had a lot of ultrasounds leading up to this.
Yeah.
And they start, and I saw the 2 black circles, and I'm just sitting in my head like thinking, I'm not going to say it because I don't want to be wrong and really be stupid.
Yep.
But I'm pretty sure that that's not what it looked like with Maddox. And I'm pretty sure I only had 1 circle because they weren't close enough, obviously, to see what was inside of it.
And here I am.
But I saw the 2 circles, and I kind of cut over and looked at you, and you were just kind of looking. You had no idea what you were looking at.
What am I looking at? And then I hear
the nurse asked me, she says, "Is this your first ultrasound with this pregnancy?" And I was like, "Yes, ma'am." And she was like, oh, okay, because here's baby number 1. And here's baby number 2.
And in my head, I'm going, why'd she say number 1? And all of a sudden she said 2, and I was like, it got really hot, really fast.
Really hot, really fast.
Get out and walk around for a second.
and I'm just like, I knew it. I don't want you to think I'm just saying I knew it. Like, I really knew it. I just didn't want to say it.
Yeah.
It was crazy. It was so cool. And we were trying to figure out how to hide it from everyone because we wanted to really announce it.
Yeah.
And, our family wanted pictures of the ultrasound immediately. So I was hiding one of the babies with my thumb and taking a picture of it so we could send it to, our family.
Yeah. Pregnancy was hard on you, but, we'll get into that another time. But you rocked it. You owned it. You owned every part of it, whether it was hard, easy, fun, or whatnot. You did it.
Right.
You rocked it.
I kind of miss it, but...
Kind
of. Maybe not the hardness of it. I miss
just
being pregnant.
Yeah.
Because with Maddox, it was just the best. And then with the twins, it was the best too. It really took a toll on my body and it really hurt. And I had complications. And it's 2 babies. How can someone not have complications?
Yeah.
Power to the people who have triplets and more.
Yeah.
I don't know how, but me and my bed became best friends.
Fast forward to today, we have Maddox, who's now 5.
Yep.
Callahan and Paxton, who are a little over 3 months old.
Yep.
Finally semi-sleeping through the night. You're back at work full time. I'm back at work full time, and this is life now.
Oh yeah.
Now you just don't like me and put up with me.
As long as you bring me food.
You see that? You're like, that's it. Yeah, well, I'm better, but yeah.
I don't want to admit it, but you get on my nerves. I'm just kidding. You don't. Well, yeah. I'm not gonna lie. You do.
You get on my nerves.
No, I don't.
The ice chilling, oh my gosh. She won't do anything but ice.
It's so good though.
Oh gosh.
Ice. I'll walk up the stairs and be like, "Hey babe, can you bring me water and ice?" And he's like, "Yes," even though he hates it. And then I'll be laying in bed chomping on my ice and my head's like rattling the headboard, I guess. I should say it like Taylor Swift, rattling.
And not rattling the headboard in a fun way. It's the ice chewing.
Aaron. No, it's just family. And he's like, "Can you just at least move your head? Don't put your head on the headboard." And there's
a baby.
Callahan's crying. Wake up. Back asleep. Just like that.
And that's our love story.
It is. So now I have some questions for you. You want to see how good you know me?
Oh God, yeah.
Okay. Let's see.
Okay.
What's my favorite holiday?
Christmas.
Does my birthday count?
No, it's not a holiday.
It's a whole month.
No. Christmas is your favorite holiday.
Month.
Go ahead. Next one.
What's the one food I could never get sick of eating?
One food you can never get sick of eating. Oh man. Chicken nuggets. Yeah?
French fries.
French fries, okay, yeah.
Way to not know. What's the first thing on my bucket list?
Taylor Swift, becoming best friends with Taylor Swift.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I think we're close to checking that one off. I think that's Paxton.
Yeah, that's Paxton.
Do you want to go check on him?
Yeah, I'll get him here in a second. He's good.
You can't just say now when we're recording.
That's alright, it'll cry myself to sleep.
Would I rather be by the lake or the ocean?
Neither. You don't want to be... You'd rather be by the ocean, but you don't want to be in either body of water because you don't like not seeing what you're touching.
Unless we're like in the Caribbean.
Yeah. Okay, hang on, I gotta go.
Okay. What helps me fall asleep the best?
Chewing your ice. And scrolling through social media. And me cuddling you.
Actually, I like to play games.
Playing games. Me cuddling you, let's be honest.
Yes. If you don't cuddle me, I'm like kicking you. Like, get over here. What are you doing?
Take up the entire bed. Anyway, go ahead.
It's okay. What was the first thing I liked about you?
My smile.
Have we talked about this?
No.
That's a good guess. What am I most proud of?
Maddox and the boys.
Good. What's something that cheers me up when I'm sad?
Food. Taylor Swift. You like your food.
I do like my food. What's one thing about me I would change if I could?
The fact that you're not friends with Taylor Swift.
Is everything Taylor Swift? Yes,
Pretty
let's
much.
be honest.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you have any questions? Ask me something real fast.
What's my favorite thing about you?
Everything.
Can
Hello,
you
princess.
narrow it down to one?
Me.
What's my all-time favorite TV show?
Seinfeld.
Ooh. Second all-time favorite?
Friends.
Third all-time favorite? Let's figure this one out. Just finished watching
Home
on
Improvement?
Netflix. Oh, I like that one. I'm watching on Hulu, but I just finished this one on Netflix.
Oh, The Office.
Ta-da!
Something's itching me. Oh, it was hair. Not surprised.
Yeah. What is my biggest fear?
Spiders.
Yeah.
Is that the kind of fear we were talking about?
That fear will work. There's
Losing
fear.
me.
Yeah. What was...
What? I have a question.
Okay.
What was, when I was a child, a non-horror movie that scared me to death?
Oh, Twister.
Yes.
Yeah.
Way to remember. That movie was terrifying. I would have nightmares for like 3 weeks after watching it one time.
And then every time you heard a train, you freaked out because it said the freight train.
Oh my gosh, you want to tell that story?
No, we'll tell the story later.
Fine.
We'll save that for later.
Okay, keep going.
What is one of my biggest dork things I do?
You chase trains. And you drug me and Maddox along.
Hey, Maddox had a blast.
Maddox fell asleep.
He was 3. Of course he's going to fall asleep.
I fell asleep.
Well, it's because you sleep all the time.
It was horrible.
It was awesome.
Like, it was cool the first time. Like, the first time we saw the train, and then maybe on the way to the second one. But then I realized that we're just doing the same thing over and over and over again. Literally to see the exact same train moving on the exact same track.
Point me what?
Just in a different spot.
That's what you do?
And then didn't you want to chase it backwards?
Yeah.
And no. I think the last stop, I was like, I'm just going to stay. No, the last 2 stops. I was like, I'm just going to... Maddox is napping. I'm just going to stay in the car with him. I don't want to wake him up. It was horrible. Probably not going to do that again. Me and Callahan will just stay here and sleep. He's the sleeper.
What do you think our future holds?
Happiness.
Ooh, that's good.
Hopefully sleep.
Yeah, eventually.
Eventually. I don't know. You want more babies.
Well, no. I said I'm open to the idea, but right now I just want to sleep, so no.
Might as well just get it over with while you can.
Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding. No. What do you think it holds?
I think success. I think you and I both are poised to be more successful than we are now, which only helps out our boys.
True.
I think we'll see our family grow, not like as in like more people, but just grow together and stronger.
I like that.
And I don't know, maybe that whole Powerball thing will pay off. We'll win the Powerball or something like that.
Maybe. Or maybe you can just start racking in the bucks.
Could.
Just bring all the money home.
There you go. Become internet famous.
Well,
Maybe.
just don't do some crazy stuff like the YouTubers do these days.
Yeah, no. Alright. I'm gonna go get something to eat. I'm hungry.
I'm gonna go to bed.
Okay.